Hello friends, Joey the Truth Wagner with you. Welcome into the Truth Serum for today's post-game show. It was week 1 of the NFL season, and the Steelers went on the road against a rival in the AFC North and got a victory today, 21-18. Over the Cleveland Browns. The Steelers start their year with a win to get to 1-0 on the season. Well, folks, it was a very close game. It was very tight through the entire game. Neither team could get really much going offensively, and no one could jump out to an enormous lead. It was a very close game. The defenses were very well. They played very well, and to be honest with you, I was impressed by how well Cleveland played today. They got a keeper at quarterback for the first time in forever. DeShone Kizer looks like the real deal for them. And now, folks, here are some things that went right today for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 1, the special teams was very solid. It started off early with the blocked punt by Makovich that was recovered in the end zone by Anthony Chickillo to get the Steelers' first touchdown. Special teams very good. The blocked kick. Chris Boswell made all 3 of his extra points. Jordan Berry was booming punts down the field all day long. And Eli Rogers had a couple of nice punt returns. So the special teams today for Pittsburgh was very good. Number 2, the defense, especially the front 7, was very impressive. A total of 7 sacks on the Cleveland quarterback, Kizer, and they also picked him off once. So the defense was very, very good. Number 3, Jesse James was solid in the red zone. He had both of the offensive touchdowns for the Steelers, a couple of touchdown receptions while in the red zone. And lastly, Antonio Brown was impressive. 11 catches, 182 yards, one-handed grabs, jumping over 2 defenders to get the ball, yards after the catch. Out of the 4 Bs for Pittsburgh, Ben, Bell, Brown, and Bryant, Antonio Brown was in mid-season form. Now, folks, here are some things that didn't go quite as well for the Steelers. What went wrong? First of all, the penalties. Their discipline was awful. It was awful. It wasn't very good. 13 penalties, accounted for 144 yards given up because of a lack of discipline. Very, very sloppy. Number 2, Le'Veon Bell wasn't very good. 10 carries, only 32 yards, was bottled up the entire day, looked rusty, especially on passing routes out of the backfield. He just wasn't very good. And because of that, the Steelers' offense as a whole today was out of sync. You could tell that it was week 1, and they just were not in rhythm, and they were fortunate to win today. If today's game would have been against anyone else in the NFL, maybe except for Cleveland or the New York Jets, they would have lost today based on their effort. Now, folks, it's time for the fun part. Player of the game. And I will go with an unsung hero, a no-name guy who made quite the name for himself this afternoon. Anthony Chickillo is my player of the game. The Steelers linebacker had 2 sacks. Plus, he recovered the blocked punt in the end zone for the Steelers' first touchdown. Pittsburgh would have not won today without the excellent contributions from Chickillo. Well, friends, next week The Steelers, their next game is week 2. It is their home opener at Heinz Field against the Minnesota Vikings. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. on Fox. Well, folks, that was the post-game show for the Steelers' 21-18 victory over the Cleveland Browns today. And, folks, for the rest of the great crew, Joey the Truth Wagner signing off. And thank you for watching. Happy football. Good night.